Welcome back, Koinonia Podcast, and I'm here again with Laura Richardson, our compliance manager from our corporate office here at Koinonia Family Services. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hey, last time we talked about ISFC. You should go check it out. Check out our YouTube channel, subscribe, like everything, learn more about foster care here in California. And so today we want to talk about non-minor dependents. NMDs. Okay, what's an NMD?
So a non-minor dependent is a youth that has turned 18 and was in the foster care system at the time of their 18th birthday.
Okay, and how long can they be a non-minor dependent?
Up to their 21st birthday.
Okay.
And there are some exceptions with that right now with COVID going on where that's been extended beyond that.
Gotcha.
So we aren't having youth with no supports during our pandemic that's going on just because they turned 21.
Yeah. And that was fairly recent, last 10 or 15 years, non-minor dependent status?
Oh, gosh. I want to
fairly
say
new for us.
2013, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. And it's been going pretty well. And the premise is these kids, they're not ready to move out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But think, for those of you who've had kids, you know, what's the average age, do you know, of when the American child finally flees the nest? Well, it's like 26, somewhere 26 to 28. So, you know, if children in regular society situations that are living with their biological parents or grandparents and some sort of family unit, if their average age is to move out at 26, why would we expect a foster kid to be ready to be on their own at 18? Mm-hmm. And so the state did a great job to recognize that. They extended it. And but you know what? We're having a hard time historically finding families who want to work with that category, right?
Yeah, so I think especially for maybe individuals that are empty nesters, they've raised their kids, they have extra room in their home. Being able to serve non-minor dependents is just a great opportunity because they already have experience and they can come alongside those youth and really mentor them and support them. These youth need lifelong connections, so that doesn't necessarily look like adoption, although we can help with facilitate non-minor dependent adoptions.
We've had that. We've had adoptions of adult children, you know, past their 18th birthday who just decided, this is my family. I want to be fully and legally connected to this family, and it can happen.
Yeah, because everyone wants a family, and you can still be a family, a lifelong connection for a youth, even if you don't adopt them, because these kids need a home to come to, you know, for Christmas and for the holidays, and they need those connections, and they just need someone to help them navigate life. You know, getting their driver's license, going to college, applying for the various funding that's available to them. And
would you say a foster child who is kind of raised, typically these kids come in when they're early teens, late teens, nobody wants to adopt them, they kind of end up going into guardianship or long-term foster care. Would you say they're highly motivated individuals to learn how to be on their own?
It all depends on the particular child.
Right.
But I think with love and support and consistency, even though some of our youth may take a little bit longer to get there, you know, they just need someone to come alongside them and support them. And so for somebody that maybe isn't geared up to take care of littles and doing the whole school age sort of thing, or even an infant, you may be able to help support a youth. They're typically more independent.
Right. Yeah, they can get a job, they can take the bus, they can get a license, they can actually live and be out of the house doing stuff, which is kind of nice. They can even start college.
Absolutely.
And still be a non-minor dependent while they're going to college. And in some cases, foster care can go even to 25, I think, under certain circumstances if kids are actually needing the help but are engaged in programs.
In a transitional
Right.
living program, yes.
Right.
And so I think a lot of times people, when they think about foster care, they think of babies or little kids, but there's definitely a need for teens and non-minor dependents.
So what are the qualifications? So if someone's watching this video and they're like, I want to do that, what do they have to do?
Be willing and contact us.
Contact us.
Yes.
How would they do that?
They can call our 1-800 number or our website.
Which is?
kfh.org.
There you go. That's where you can find us. Now, generally speaking, what are the qualifications? You have to become approved as
a resource
parent.
Home, a resource parent.
That just like foster care with youngers, it's the same process. So
correct.
You have to go through all the trainings, 12 hours of trainings, pre-approval, ongoing trainings, home inspections, visits. It's a full-on foster care situation with all the normal requirements to do non-minor dependent work.
But we walk with you through all of that. We help guide you through the process. We support you.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah. I like that you use the word empty nesters. We're actually married. I don't know if you guys caught that. And we have 2 young adult children, and we're going to be empty nesters soon. You know what I mean? And so, like, I used to think, only old people are empty nesters, but it's not true. Even young people like us could be empty nesters. And so that means if you know me and you're my friend, my high school friend, my college friend, that means you might actually be close to being an empty nester as well. And so what we're saying is mid-40s and late 20s for her, that's the category now. Maybe it always has been. Kind of depends on society and when they're having kids. But you could be an empty nester in your late 40s, 50s. Like, that's a quality, amazing time for you to jump in and do foster care because you know what you're doing. You've already had the kids. You've been through the rebellious stages. You get it. You won't be shocked by these kids. But if you're younger and you actually think you have what it takes to parent a teen, don't be afraid because we walk alongside you. We give you the skills and we can help you with those maybe experiences that you haven't quite had yet to pass on to the next client. But we're begging you. Again, we talked in other videos about group homes shutting down, foster care becoming more short-term. It's not about always adopting a baby and having them for 20 years or 26 years. Sometimes it's having a teenager at 17 to 20. And you can make a difference, even if it's 1 month, 1 year, 2 years. And you can make a strong connection and change that kid's life if you just say yes. Because if not you, then who? Everybody says, well, I'll let somebody else deal with that, right? Mm-hmm. Someone else can take care of these kids. And I'm telling you, many are, but many are not. There's a shortage of homes in California, and especially because of adoption. We lose a lot of families. They fill up. They're done. They can't take more kids, which is amazing. Adoption is amazing, but it leaves us with fewer beds after that. So anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Laura. We'll see you next time. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel. We have lots of great videos on foster care and trauma-informed trainings and parenting and skills and you name it. So we'll see you next time.